An intriguing coincidence unfolds as the April 8, 2024 eclipse is set to pass over not one, not two, but 7 cities named Nineveh. This celestial event is stirring up a whirlwind of speculation and interpretation. Some see this as a sign, a harbinger of the second coming, drawing parallels to the biblical story of Jonah and his divine mission to the original city of Nineveh. In the ancient tale, Jonah, a prophet, was commanded by God to preach repentance to Nineveh, a city steeped in wickedness. After a detour involving a whale and a bout of reluctance, Jonah finally delivered his message to the Ninevites, who, against all odds, repented. Fast forward to the 21st century. The upcoming eclipse's path, crossing over 7 cities sharing the name of Nineveh, has sparked comparisons to this biblical narrative. Some wonder if this is a divine signal, a call for repentance echoing from the past, or perhaps a sign of momentous events to come. This unusual conjunction of events, though fascinating, calls for a measured approach and a critical mind. Centuries ago, a man named Jonah found himself in the belly of a whale, a story that finds a peculiar echo in our current situation. Just as Jonah was swallowed by a whale, we too find ourselves in the belly of uncertainty, as we anticipate the upcoming eclipse set to pass over 7 cities, named Nineveh. Jonah's tale, as told in the Bible, began with his refusal to heed God's call to preach repentance to the city of Nineveh. In response, he was consumed by a whale, only to be spat out 3 days later, ready to fulfill his divine mission. Today, we're not jumping overboard or being swallowed by whales, but some of us might feel a similar sense of trepidation as we approach the April 8, 2024 eclipse. Will it be a sign of warning like Jonah's message to Nineveh? Or is it simply a celestial event, devoid of spiritual significance? In Jonah's time, the city of Nineveh was described as a Gentile heathen city, steeped in wickedness. Jonah's message was one of repentance, a call to the people to turn away from their wicked ways and seek forgiveness. Today, some might argue that our modern-day Ninevites are also in need of such a message. They see the upcoming eclipse as a divine sign, a call to repentance echoing Jonah's ancient cry. However, it's essential to draw a line between parallels and contrasts. Yes, Jonah's story had an eclipse. And yes, we are facing one too. But Jonah's tale was one of divine intervention and prophecy, whereas our situation is grounded in astronomy and predictable celestial events. Moreover, the repentance that Jonah preached was specific to the people of Nineveh, based on their actions and lifestyle. Today, our society is vastly different, and it's crucial to avoid blanket statements about repentance and sinfulness based on an astronomical event. Though the story of Jonah and the impending eclipse seem to share some parallels, it's important to remember that correlation does not always imply causation. There's a profound difference between finding similarities and asserting a divine connection. As we anticipate the eclipse, let's remember to separate fact from interpretation, history from present, and most importantly, celestial spectacle from spiritual significance. In interpreting events as significant as these, the role of critical thinking and personal belief cannot be overstated. It's a statement that holds true time and time again, especially when we find ourselves at the intersection of celestial phenomena and historical narratives. Critical thinking is our compass, guiding us through the vast sea of information, helping us discern fact from fiction, coincidence from causality. It's that inner voice that prompts us to question, to probe deeper, to seek out the evidence that backs up a claim. It's the tool we wield to cut through the clutter of sensationalism and half-truths that often accompany events like the upcoming eclipse. Yet, our interpretation of the world isn't solely based on critical thinking. Personal belief plays a significant role too. Our beliefs, influenced by our cultural, religious, and personal experiences, shape our understanding of the world. They color our perceptions, giving meaning to the events we witness. When Jonah preached to Nineveh, it was a personal belief that led the city to repentance. When we look up at the sky on April 8th, it will be our personal beliefs that shape our interpretation of the eclipse. However, it's crucial to strike a balance between these two forces. Too much reliance on critical thinking can lead us to dismiss the mystical and the unexplainable, while an overemphasis on personal belief can cloud our judgment, leading us to see signs and prophecies where there are none. A balanced approach allows us to appreciate the beauty and mystery of events like the eclipse, while also grounding our interpretations in reality. In the end, whether we see the upcoming eclipse as a sign of the second coming, a celestial coincidence, or something in between, is a matter of personal belief, shaped by critical thought. It's a testament to the rich tapestry of human understanding, a reminder of the diverse ways in which we interpret and make sense of the world around us. As we look forward to the eclipse and ponder the significance of these cities named Nineveh, we must strive to balance our personal beliefs with a healthy dose of critical thinking. After all, the world is full of mysteries, and it's up to us to make sense of them.